Hey everyone. So I want to talk or address Pete's in this video because I don't know if anyone's made a video about this. There probably has been, but I just want to kind of speak my mind, you know, about Chantal going off about who Pete has in his chat, and I want to address Chantal and Pete's both. Okay, y'all know the gist. Okay, Chantal, you need to realize that you are only in control of yourself. That Pete can have whoever the fuck he wants in his chat. It's none of your fucking business. It's his channel. Okay. Whenever people talk shit about Pete in your chat, you didn't block them. And people who talk about children inappropriately, you don't block. Do you? No, of course not. Of course not. Birds of a feather, bitch. I know I say that. I said that about Amberlynn too, but it's true. Like, y'all, have a lot of similarities. You know what I'm saying? You to go off, and especially before you, I think you're in Canada now, but before you even go to Canada, you're going to start shit. Because, first of all, I believe it's misdirected anger because Chantal has lost control of salad a long time ago. And it's been showing her feelings about that. And the way she behaved when he went on a trip with his family, whenever his family comes over. Chantal, in my opinion, preys on foreign men. I've already talked about this before, but it needs to be said again. She preys on foreign men because she thinks that they'll have no family, no friends, and that she will have their undivided attention at all times. That's why they kind of get along in Kuwait, because his family pretty much disowned him because of him bringing over Chantal and allegedly marrying her. So, of course, that's what she wanted. And with his friends, we saw what happened with that. We didn't hear about Murad after a while. So I wonder what happened with that. You're mad, Chantal, that Salad has a relationship with his family there, which means you do not have his undivided attention at all times. He's going out and doing things with his relatives, and for you to get mad because you told him, now this is insane. This is so abusive and toxic for someone to invite you to go somewhere, and you're always saying no anyway. Like, let's talk about this, okay? When he was encouraging you to get on the treadmill, a year or two back, and you went off on him, telling him that he was trying to control you, and you didn't want to do things that you didn't want to do, and then you said you didn't feel well, and all this dumb shit. So, you've done that many times. Well, I don't want to go to the pool. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. So when he's caught on, now he's not going to try to encourage you to do anything because he's trying to avoid a fight. Okay? But no. Oh, no. God forbid, right? So whenever he was like, okay, and you were like, oh, well, I guess you want me to go anyway. Like, you're just all too well to just dismiss me and not even fight for me to go. You are insane. You know how abusive and toxic that is to do to someone? I hope Salad finds a beautiful, sweet, kind, nurturing, loving, caring, supportive, loyal, childbearing woman that will give him all the babies he wants. And I hope he'll be a good father and not be weird. Okay? Just being honest. And I hope that it eats you up inside every single day. I do. Because to treat someone like that is disgusting. Oh, well, you didn't fight hard enough for me to go, so I guess you didn't want me to go, so I'm going to start a fight with you. You're just so triggering to me, Chantal. You and Emberlyn both are just... When you've been with someone who has narcissistic tendencies, or someone who's, in my opinion, has narcissistic personality disorder, people like Chantal and Amber will trigger the fuck out of you because they do the same shit as what you've gone through as a survivor. So, with that being said, Pete's, do not, please, for the love of God, do not move in with her. Don't do it. She left you homeless, and you had to move in with your mom because of her decision. Because, Pete's, you are replaceable to her. And she knows that she can do this over and over and over and over again because you will allow it. You will always take her back. You will always stay friends with her. She is not your friend. She's not your friend, Pete. You need to find friends. You need to find self-worth. And I'm not trying to be an asshole. Like, I don't necessarily like you that much because of Timbit's condition before she passed. But I am glad you did not get another animal. So that showed me that, look, I can barely take care of myself. I don't need to get another animal to neglect and abuse. You did the right thing by that. I will commend you for that. Chantal, on the other hand, clearly, she doesn't care. Everyone's replaceable to her. Everything is replaceable to her. How many times has she shown that? How many times has she shown you that over the decades you've known her, Pete? Every time she makes a terrible decision, someone will always be there, you, to pick her up. Someone will always be there to be like, let me pick you up, come back in. And she will continue to do it because you allow it. Her family doesn't even want anything to do with her because of the same behavior, Pete. Pete, you need to find friends that will care about you. People who will be your friend without expectation. Expecting something in return. You have no idea how much this truly affects you, Pete. It does. But you're not seeing it because you you have such low self-esteem, man. I'm not trying to be mean. I had a friend like Chantal before, and I had to cut contact with her because of the way she treated me over and over again, no matter what I did for her, I would bend over backwards for this woman, and she would stab me in the back every single chance she could. For no reason. And I mean that. Invite her... Anyway, I'm not going to get into it about my own personal stuff, but she will continue to do it, Pete, if you allow it. The only reason why she still kept talking to you while she was salad was because, for one, she was unhappy from the jump. They had nothing in common. She's only physically attracted to people because she can't go deeper than that. She can't have true feelings of love and loyalty and compassion, empathy for others. She's incapable of that. And she uses your kindness, your compassion, your empathy, your love, your loyalty to her advantage. I just wish you would cut contact with her because it's only going to break you. What does she do whenever when y'all had to take Timbit to the vet and have Timbit put down? And it takes a lot for a man to tell someone that they're going through it mentally. Okay? And for you to bring that up to her, and for her to go to Cokies that night, and then completely just lose it on her chat and say, well, his mental health is not my problem. Now, if you said that about her, how do you think that reaction would be? Because she expected no reaction at all from you. Oh, and I don't want you to say, oh, I wanted to be alone. Sorry, I'm going to mattress. Well, I wanted to be alone, and no, you didn't. You wouldn't have voiced that, Pete, if you wanted to be alone. You were scared to be alone because you lost a beloved pet. Just because, listen, I'm not saying you hated Timbit. I just wish you would have done the right thing and taken proper care of Timbit, because you didn't at all. Just because you cannot take care of yourself does not mean another life should suffer from that, okay? And I'm hoping you learn that lesson, truly. She will always keep you in her back pocket if you allow her to. Because she will do this. If she has the opportunity to do this again, she will. And she will not care to just, bye, see you later. She was unhappy with Salad. That's why she kept talking to you. That way, when this inevitably ended, she could come running back to you because she knew that you would take her back every single time. She knew she wouldn't be able to get an apartment on her own, not a good one. She knew she wouldn't be able to afford it. But Pete, if she was able to do this again, you know damn well she will. Because the only thing that matters to her is surface level things. To have someone claim her is all that matters to her. Which is sad, but I don't feel sorry for her. I don't. But please, man, if you value your peace of mind and your heart, do not allow her to do this to you, man. You don't deserve it. You don't. Because she will continue to do it over and over and over and over and over again. And I know you said, well, I haven't really made a decision. I'm glad that you were like, I hadn't even said I would yet. I probably will. Don't, man, don't. Because that means she knows that you will keep taking it, man. She does not care about you. She only cares about herself. It's the way addicts are. Not just addicts, but people who allegedly, conspiracy, whatever, have a narcissistic personality disorder. Okay? It really is heartbreaking to see you put up with this. But I can't say anything because you allow it at this point. You let her do it. I'll share a story. I had a friend who was just like Chantal in a lot of ways. Okay? Her mother was in a nursing home, and I would talk her into going to see her mother. and I invited them to Thanksgiving. And she was so happy because she didn't have anybody to have Thanksgiving with. So we went, picked her mom up at the nursing home. I had to pick her up. Her mom was not a small woman. They were both, my friend was morbidly obese as well. And her mom was just obese. And her mom couldn't walk. So I had to pick her up and put her in my friend's car. I didn't care because I loved that friend and I loved her mom, and I would have done anything I could to make sure they had a Thanksgiving with people that loved and cared for them. We have Thanksgiving. I get her mom out of the car. We go in and eat, have a good time. We go to take her mom back at the nursing home. Get to the nursing home. On our way back, she loses it. My friend does. Telling me how I don't care, and that, I mean, just going, just out of nowhere. And then she tells me the reason why. See, I wasn't allowed to have friends. I was only allowed to have friends that were my ex's friends, okay? And she was my ex's friend. But she was also in love with my ex. That's when and it's not the first time she had told me this, okay? And I had to tell her, he's only using you. And I'm like, telling her the truth, like, he does not care about you, and I'm sorry, but I do, because I wouldn't have invited you. I wouldn't have done all of this for, for just because. It's because I care. And this person would stab me in the back any chance they could. Any chance. And I kept forgiving them and being friends with them again, and it happened again. Over and over. Well, when I fled, I cut contact with my friend completely, because every time I fled before, she would call me and just give me a boohoo story, and then want to hang out, and I'd hang out with her, and then all of a sudden, well, he wants to talk to you. I won't leave, I promise. She did leave. And there's many times this happened, but I remember this one particular time that it was snowy out. There's snow on the ground, cold. She's like, I'll stay out in the car, or I'll even go in with you. He just wants to talk to you. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And there was other things, but I'm not going to talk about that. The reason why. Anyway, I get there and she leaves immediately. And I'm frantic because I'm in fear for my life. Because at first I thought she was going to come in with me. That way I could have some sense of safety in some way. Very deluded considering. Anyway. So I'm panicking. I'm trying to run because I was always a runner. I was never a fighter. And he jumps on top of me, pins me down to where I can't run. Well, I'm on the couch. He's on top of me. He's 240 pounds. And I end up wriggling free. I don't know how. I think it was just trying so hard to get away because I thought I was going to die. Okay, so I make it to the front door and I'm running. And he runs after me. And he's trying to take my phone from me out of my pocket. He'd always do that. He'd always take my phone so I couldn't call for help. And this was the time I actually fought back. and I've turned I'm running, and he grabs a hold of my jacket and is trying to get my phone in my pocket, and I do this, and that shocked him, but he still had a hold of me, and he drugged me all the way from I don't want to dox from here, and I mean it's a long trek, okay, from here all the way, and I'm screaming for help, okay. It wouldn't have happened, and she knew that this stuff would happen, and she would always even do stuff or lie to my ex for him to hurt me. You see what I'm saying? I had to cut all contact with her the last time I left. Okay, I know that's a long story. I'm sorry. If you'll know who it is for sharing this story. And I'm serious about that. Because she would always find a way to rope me back in. And I knew this last time, no. And it was the best decision I ever made in my life. Because I probably wouldn't be here. Sorry. I probably wouldn't be here talking right now if I hadn't. Because I really cared for her. I'm sorry. I'm always emotional in these videos, aren't I? But she didn't care about me. It seemed like she enjoyed what was happening to me because she was in love with him. Even though she would have never had a chance. And it's not to be mean, it was just I knew what type of person he was or is, and no. And sure enough, no. Never happened. And she passed away in her sleep several years ago. I did not know about it until I think weeks later, if not months. I still cared about her and loved her, but I had to realize that that was never reciprocated, ever. And it's not with you either, Pete. She can say that. She can tell you all day, every day, oh, you're my best friend, I love you. She doesn't. She will continue to do this if you allow it. I'm telling you, if you cut contact, your life will be so much better. I promise you that. You just need therapy to get you through it, because it's going to be tough, I know. You've got to, for your health, mental health, physical health, every bit of it. Okay, let's get that all out. I want to show y'all some of the crochet things I made. That way I can not feel so awful right now, okay? I made the green Oogie Boogie. You can put a glow stick in his mouth. Look, 3,000 right there. Sorry, that was inappropriate. Yeah, I made a green Oogie Boogie. Because I showed y'all in my community tab post of the burlap sack looking one. I make these and then big little mushroom critters. I made one for Halloween too. I think it looks Halloweeny. Look at it. And I made a Wybie because I showed y'all the Coraline I made, but he turned out really, really small. But his jacket comes off. He's got a little cotton candy. I made a Stitch, but he don't have a nose because it didn't call for a pattern for it. So I don't know. Very cute. Look at him. He's got little fuzzies on his leg. Mm-hmm. And I made an angel from Lilo and Stitch. His ear. I'm gonna have to redo this, I think. My ears. What do you think? And, oh, I made a pumpkin turtle. I made a scarf this week. What do y'all think? Isn't it pretty? Oh, I made these for Halloween. I want to hand them out to trick-or-treaters. What do y'all think? Y'all think trick-or-treaters will like it? And I made bigger ones too. And here's one that's in acrylic yarn, the mushroom critter. What else do I got in here? Oh, I made an alien yesterday too. Don't ask, I don't know. I just like to make things. I live in a small town, so I don't really get to... I don't have that many customers, but I wish I did. Hey, if there's anybody on here that would like me to make something for them or whatever, like just leave a comment and I'll give y'all my email. And yeah, that'd be fun if y'all want that. I don't know, but just putting it out there. It's my channel. I can do a shameless plug if I want to. Okay, girls gotta eat. But I'm hoping that I have a buyer for this one because I made it for someone. But she said it'll be next week, probably. So, but I can always make another one. So I'm hoping that'll pull through. Because I really do enjoy crocheting. And I love making things for other people. And also, hoping making money from it too, you know. Because, like I said, a girl's gotta eat and poor, alright? Sue me. Don't. I'm poor. Yeah. So, I want to leave that off on a good note. Okay, I'm sorry. Always trauma dumping on my own channel. Sorry about that, y'all. I just have to kind of relate to... I relate to Pete's because of the situation that I found myself in. And I don't know, I kind of feel dumb, but I'm going to post it anyway. I need to be strong and stand up for myself for a change. I mean, I fled 7 years ago and it's still not easy. I'm still scared, you know, but, yeah. So, I hope everyone having a great weekend. I'll see y'all later. I wish I had a new intro. I wanted to do like a little singing ditty, but I don't want to be copyright claimed. I'm like, hello, darling. It's nice to see you. It's been a long time. You're just as lovely as you used to be. But I don't want that to be copyright. Do you think that'd be copyright claimed? What do y'all think an intro should be? Comment below. Anyway, see y'all later. Bye.